Hello everyone! I'm super glad to announce the first Q&A session. A little while ago I asked people to send in questions on a website called Telonym. And this way I can answer some questions that you might have about the project, about the idols, or about me. So let's just get this started. Question number 1. Who is my favorite NetDream character? I've actually answered this question multiple times in the past, but Kanna is my favorite character because a lot of her I see in myself. She's designed quite like the personality I have, a little bit more reserved, but when talking about something they feel passionate about, they just go all out. So yes, I really like Kanna, but all the other characters are really close to my heart as well. Will the group be performing original songs or covers, and will these be in Japanese or in English? NetDream will only be creating and performing original songs, so no cover songs. Although our voice actors might do cover songs on their personal accounts, so if you're really interested in cover songs as well, I recommend following the voice actors as well to learn more about them and hear their covers. The songs we'll be creating will be in English and Japanese, but also in different languages, since a few of our voice actors want to sing in their native languages as well, so we might experiment with this in the future too. How did I come up with the designs? Well, actually, some people that learned about the project early on, I think in August, I know that I designed multiple idol characters before choosing the 6 we have right now. So yeah, we have a lot of different concepts, and I put it in multiple Discord servers, in my friend groups and stuff like that to see which designs spoke to people. And from there I chose the characters. The 3 characters that got chosen from the first concept board were Chio, Haru and Yoko. Kanna and Tsumugi aren't on here, as they were designed later to fit the other 3 better. And after that, Coco was designed as the last character. Who was the hardest character to design? That was definitely Kanna. It is very hard to create a character that looks special and not really underwhelming next to the other characters, but still more simple and average, because looking very extravagant and crazy doesn't really fit Kanna that much. So it was hard to balance it out. What kind of merch will NetDream release? In the future we will be releasing prints, keychains and buttons. We won't be doing any merch like apparel or t-shirts, bags, hats, anything like that, since it's a little bit more production heavy and we don't have that kind of budget just yet. But we might look into this more in the future. How often will live shows happen? Our first online live show is planned to happen in the first half of 2024. Our first real-life live show is unsure to when it will happen. A lot of our voice actors and staff are located all over the world, so it's a little bit hard to just know when that will be possible, as there's a lot of things to look out for and get finished and readied up to actually do this kind of show. But we will try to make a real-life live show happen in the future, but it's unsure when. Are we planning to do live shows at conventions? If we do real-life performances, they will most likely happen at conventions, so I guess yes. Do you have plans on becoming an IRL group someday? Absolutely. If there's a possibility for us to do a lot more live shows and stuff like that, we will most likely do it. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult to just know that for sure at this point, but we will definitely try our best to make it happen. When will we meet the other NetDream girls in the webcomic? The first few chapters were just Coco and Kanna, but in our next chapter, which is chapter 3, you will be able to meet Tsumugi and Chio. Haru and Yoko will pop up later in the comic, so yeah, just keep reading if you want to meet them all. What happened to Coco? For this I recommend reading the second chapter of our webcomic. Coco is actually a graduated idol and she no longer performs. The reason why she decided to graduate is something we will explore more in the webcomic, and how the girls react on it and what will happen. A lot of things will happen around Coco, trust me. Why does Chio wear black clothes? Chio is a little bit more reserved and yeah, more shy in her daily life, so she doesn't really want to stand out as much as she does online, so that's why she wears more casual yeah, reserved clothes. Why are the NetDream girls called the name that they are called? Actually, this is kind of a fun question. I do have answers on most of these. Kanna was called Kanna because Kanna is a name that a lot of my previous anime girl waifus, I guess, have been named. So Kanna was just a name that had to be in my group, and Kanna was the lucky one. I picked Yoko's name due to a previous OC that I had. When I just started out doing digital art back in like 2017, I think, I had this OC called Yoka. I will put her in the screen. Yeah, she was a really close OC for mine, and I used her for 3 years. I drew her, and then I kind of stopped drawing her because I did more commissions instead of OC stuff. So Yoko was given the name Yoko to kind of remind me of my previous OC Yoka. Haru was given the name Haru since it's a bit more gender neutral name, I would say. And we kind of want to explore more LGBTQ themes with Haru. Coco was given the name Coco Kirari because of a really wonderful idol that also has graduated. This is Hololife's Coco Kiryu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I don't, I'm so sorry. But yeah, Coco from Hololive was a VTuber that I really enjoyed when I was right into the VTubing boom. But yeah, she was a really wonderful idol that was able to capture Japanese and English speaking audiences, and yeah, to honor a Coco with another Coco was just something that felt really special to me. Coco from Hololive was able to make so many people happy and had so many fans around the world, and my idea of my Coco really reminded me of her, so I just had to put them two together. Tsumugi and Chio don't necessarily have a meaning to their names as why I picked them, but I do think they are really fitting names. Will there be more talents added into the future? There are no near future plans to add more idols, but we definitely are planning to eventually add more idols. This will most likely not happen in 2023 or 24, but we'll definitely try to get more idols in. Will the talents be given social media accounts? They will not be receiving individual social media accounts for NetDream, but they can use their personal accounts to also post NetDream stuff. So I really recommend following the voice actors, their accounts, when we reveal them. Are the characters going to be VTubers? No, this is a common misconception that I've had about NetDream, is that people think it's a VTubing agency, which it is not. It's an idol agency, or I don't know if you could even call it an agency, but more so an idol group that makes music, and we create comics and that kind of stuff. We will not be doing any VTubing activities or streaming. Idols will get a 3D model in the future, but this will be used for online performances. What are your plans for NetDream's debut? We will be debuting in December if all goes well. I hope it will be in December, with our first original song. So yeah, more announcements on this will come in the future. Will the talents have any input on the outfits? Absolutely. All our idols have the ability to change anything they want about their lore, about what outfits they'll be wearing, and any kinds of stuff. All our designers, artists, writers, whatever, will definitely talk with the idol to get whatever they think is best. What are the ethnicities of the characters? Personal life, ethnicity, family, just lore will be revealed in their introduction this month. But yeah, you will learn more about the characters the longer we go on with this project. How did the NetDream girls get into idol culture? Kanna got into idol culture because she moved to Japan to study abroad, which she eventually didn't decide to do and just started working in Japan and get really into idol stuff. Tsumugi has a very long history in music. She really knows a lot of genres and is fan of a lot of genres, and through that way she found out about the idol music genre and actually also fell really in love with how idols performed on stage and really wanted to become one herself as well. Yoko was introduced to the idol culture through the students at her dancing class. They just said, like, look into this idol stuff, it's amazing. And then Yoko got really interested as well. Chio learned about idol culture because Chio was a lot in the makeup and cosplaying world already. Chio really fell in love with idols and anything cute related. Chio is one of the only idols in NetDream that is really fan of a lot of idols as well, while the other girls like Kanna, Yoko, Tsumugi and Haru are really only fan of Coco Kirari. Chio is a fan of a lot of different idols. Haru found out about idols because she really likes to do choreo and dancing, so when searching for a dance online she found a Coco video and tried to replicate her dancing and actually really enjoyed the music as well, so that's how she really enjoyed Coco and wanted to hear more about her. What is one thing I'm looking forward to the most? Currently it's the idol introductions that are coming up next week. I'm really looking forward for you guys to meet the voice actors of all the characters and yeah, just learn more about the idols and hopefully feel even more pumped for this project. Then there was a question that was asked a lot of times on the telonym, which was, what made you start the NetDream and how did I get inspired? Well, long story. I've been a fan of idols since a very long time, since the start of Muse from Love Live, and from there it just got bigger and bigger. I was really obsessed with how girls were just having fun on stage and dancing, singing, wearing cute costumes and that kind of stuff. When Aqua came out, the second group of Love Live, I found out that it really was my passion and that I just wanted to support these people having fun and listening to their music, and yeah, it was really my thing when they came out. From liking Love Live, I really got into Bang Dream as well, then I got really into Vocaloid, and eventually I found out about net idol groups. The first few net idol groups that I found out about was Kira Kira Project and Reiso. Those were two groups that I really got obsessed with, and I was like, wow, how can these girls that do the same thing as these big idols from big companies can do literally the same thing and be so amazing? I was like, yeah, I don't know how to explain. I was just so impressed by seeing them perform. Later on I really enjoyed more individual idols as well, like Paida. She is really like one of my favorites and I still listen to her so much and I follow her on everywhere. From being a fan of so many groups and individual idols, I really wanted to make a group myself. Even though I don't really have any musical talents, like I'm not able to sing, play an instrument, make music, but I am really interested in making art and doing management. And those are things that I really enjoy and have been enjoying while being on this project. Before starting NetDream, I actually worked for a lot of different projects already. I worked for a few idols groups before this and also a few featuring groups. Throughout the experiences that I got from there, I was really able to see which worked and which didn't work for this kind of stuff. So yeah, I learned a lot from this. There was another question, which was, how did Coco come to be and how did the entire idea of idols with a fan of Coco become a concept? The story of Kanna and Coco is not really a story that was based upon anything. It's mostly just, yeah, let's just say it's a pretty simple story, isn't it? It's just a girl that was fan of another girl and she wanted to be like her. I don't think that a story for this kind of stuff has to be that crazy or complicated or detailed, because it's still something that is relatable to all of us, I think. After all, we all get inspired because of one or two people that are just amazing and we look up to. NetDream story is something that I really relate to as well, as I have so many people that I look up to and want to be like, and I think it's just such a story that resonates with so many people, and I think just having that is good enough. I hope I answered most of everyone's questions on the telonym, and if I missed any, I'm really sorry. If you have any more questions in the future, feel free to ask them in the comments and I'll try to reply as fast as possible. We hope you're excited for the future of NetDream and super excited to meet our talents in the near future as well. You will be getting the introduction of our first idol, Kanna, on October 12th, so make sure to tune in then again. Thank you for watching this video and bye bye!